Fortnite has taken the gaming world by storm and is still going on strong today, but there's been plenty of speed bumps on the road to success in the form of lawsuits. Whether it's PUBG Corp or a swarm of celebrities, there have been no shortage of lawsuits against Epic Games, and surprisingly, there have been plenty of times where Epic Games themselves have sued others. It's time to look at why all this suing is going on. To truly get to the bottom of all this madness, we have to take you back to a simpler time, November 26th, 2017. It was on this day when Epic Games decided to unleash a lawsuit against a bunch of Fortnite players for buying, selling, or using cheats. Why they decided to actually file lawsuits against these players instead of just banning their IP addresses from their Fortnite servers is beyond us. But they decided this was a matter that should be taken to court. If you read the fine print of the end user license agreement, you know, that insanely long document that no one actually reads, Epic Games does mention that they could take legal action against those who cheat in Fortnite. So they had all the right to do what they did. While that was all fine and dandy from a legal standpoint, something wasn't. You see, one of the players that Epic Games sued was only 14 years old, making him a minor. In the United States, it's illegal to sue a minor, but Epic Games went ahead and did it anyway when they accused Caleb Skyorbit Rogers of cheating in Fortnite. Supposedly, he would upload videos to YouTube showing him playing with these cheats, and even included download links for these cheats in the description. All cheaters sued would be subject to a $150,000 fine should Epic Games request it. This brought up a bunch of legal concerns since, well, what Epic Games did is technically illegal. Caleb's mom was the one who brought the fight against Epic Games, saying that what they're doing to her son is illegal and borderline unethical. This might sound hilarious because his mom is fighting his battles, but let's be honest, that is a badass mama bear who cares for her kid right there. Anyway, the court battle raged on, and Judge Malcolm Howard eventually said that Epic Games does have a case against Caleb Rogers and can pursue it further. On May the 3rd, 2018, the court case was finally settled after just 5 months of back and forth. Essentially, Caleb was put on cheating probation. If he's caught buying, selling, using, or creating cheats for Fortnite, he'll be fined $5,000 for doing so, and his IP address will be banned from Fortnite servers. Who knew that after all of this time battling in court, all Caleb would get was a slap on the wrist and a second chance? Things could have gone much worse for him, so we respect Epic Games for showing some restraint with this youngster. That being said, Epic Games settled their court cases with cheaters of all ages this way, so it might just be the way they do things. While it wasn't as bad as PUBG, Epic Games continued to have trouble containing cheaters in Fortnite, so they knew they had to do something. Well, they definitely did something on October the 8th, 2018, when they went ahead and bought Finnish anti-cheat firm Camu, who they've already been working with on Fortnite. Working closer with the anti-cheat firm, they'll be able to find and deal with cheaters more efficiently, and it hasn't been much of an issue for them ever since. All of this Epic Games suing cheaters business was just a precursor of what was to come. Since Fortnite Battle Royale used the same engine as PUBG, had essentially the same idea, and came out 6 months after PUBG, PUBG Corp decided to go ahead and sue Epic Games on May 25th, 2018 over concerns that Fortnite Battle Royale infringed PUBG's intellectual property. Essentially, PUBG Corp is saying Epic Games copied their Battle Royale idea with Fortnite, accusing them of outright stealing the idea and making a profit using something that they came up with themselves first. On June 27th, 2018, after just over a month, PUBG Corp dropped the case out of nowhere and gave no reasoning as to why they did so. This could be because they wisened up and realized that it was going nowhere, but we think the two sides reached a settlement outside of court. We don't know exactly what they did outside of court, but we hope it involved a game of rock, paper, scissors. It's the only way to solve such a dispute. For the next few months, it was smooth sailing for Epic Games. They sued some cheaters, got sued for stealing PUBG's idea, and came out of it relatively unscathed. Other than Caleb's mom, no one was too upset with them and the way they dealt with all these court cases. So they just kept going. We got new seasons and plenty of new emotes, which we honestly never thought would spark such a controversy. It's very obvious that some of the emotes in the game are dances popular figures have done on TV, movies, or even in music videos. Fortnite hasn't shied away from this at all, but at least they changed the names just in case they're trademarked. The last thing they need is another lawsuit. Can someone say foreshadowing? Yup. On December the 5th, 2018, Epic Games got sued once again, but this time it wasn't by a huge rival corporation. Nope, it was by rapper 2 Milli. For those of you who aren't familiar with 2 Milli, and let's be honest, most of us aren't, he's a 30-year-old hip-hop artist from Brooklyn, New York, who's most famous for his song Milli Rock, which has over 18 million views on YouTube. He's even performed with Travis Scott before, so while he's not incredibly popular, there are many more irrelevant rappers than 2 Milli. Just check out SoundCloud. Anyway, in the music video for Milli Rock, we see 2 Milli doing a dance that any Fortnite player can instantly recognize as the Swipe It emote. That was unlockable at tier 63 of Battle Pass Season 5, shown here by Punch and Shoot. 2 Milli sued Epic Games over direct infringement of copyright, claiming that the dance is his, and he never gave Epic Games the right to use it in any way, shape, or form. Even Donald Faison, who played Turk on the popular TV show Scrubs, had a dance that he made popular, replicated in Fortnite. Shown by Keyword Kenneth, the default dance moves emote that everyone uses was first done by him, leading him to tweet that he's flattered, but wonders if he should get a lawyer. We think he's joking, but a lot of others didn't, as the lawsuits just kept coming in. On December 18th, 2018, not even 2 weeks after 2 Milli's lawsuit, Alfonso Ribeiro, sued Epic Games over direct copyright infringement due to the fresh emote shown by Dyloon. Just in case you're not familiar with Alfonso Ribeiro, maybe the name Carlton Banks might ring a bell? That's who he played on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he first did his famous dance to the tune of It's Not Unusual by Tom Jones. As cringy as this dance is, it's absolutely hilarious, and has become his thing, even unleashing these fierce dance moves on Dancing with the Stars. Ribeiro didn't just sue Epic Games, he even sued Take-Two Interactive, the developers of the NBA 2K series. He went as far to say that these developers have unfairly profited from the dance that he popularized and exploited his protected creative expression. In other words, he's saying that these developers stole what was rightfully his and made profits off of it. Yeah, well, you see, just because it's your thing and you're known for doing it, doesn't necessarily mean you actually own it. Just a day later, on December 19th, 2018, Russell Horning, aka the Backpack Kid, also sued Fortnite for direct copyright infringement over the Floss emote, which is an exact replica of the dance of the same name that he popularized after being on stage with Katy Perry on Saturday Night Live. Heck, he even made a song called Flossin' with a music video and everything. Just like Alfonso Ribeiro, the Backpack Kid sued both Epic Games and Take-Two Interactive for the exact same reasons. This is definitely the most curious case of them all, because the Backpack Kid has supported Fortnite for having his dance in the game until it wasn't cool to do so anymore, and decided to file a lawsuit. This is the same guy who was on stage at multiple Fortnite events just to do his floss dance and get the crowd going. Why the sudden change of heart, Russell? What did Epic Games do to you? It doesn't make much sense to us at all, and kinda comes across as a weak attempt at a cash grab. Unsurprisingly, it turns out that 2 Milli, Alfonso Ribeiro, and the Backpack Kid are all represented by the same firm, Pierce, Bainbridge, Beck, Price, and Hecht, based in Los Angeles, California. We wouldn't be surprised if the firm is the one who reached out to them, explained the whole thing, and the celebrities just went, "Oh, yeah, that sounds nice." Maybe it wasn't that simple, but you get the picture. These lawsuits probably won't end anytime soon, and they do bring into question if anyone can truly own a dance, even if you're the one who popularized it. If it's not a tangible thing or a phrase you could speak, could you technically even own it? You could get a patent on an idea or a trademark on a phrase, but there's nothing you could do to claim dance moves as your own. You can't trademark dance moves, but you could trademark the name of a dance. That's why Epic Games is smart and typically names their emotes something completely different. Well, other than the floss emote, that is, but it's not trademarked, so they can't get into any legal trouble for doing so. Since each of these court cases are relatively new, they are all still ongoing. While we don't see any of them gaining any traction whatsoever, it might be a smart idea for Epic Games to rename the floss emote to something else, just in case the Backpack Kid decides to trademark the name of the dance. We'd go with the string you stick between your teeth to clean them. Yeah, that name would totally catch on. Seriously though, if the Backpack Kid does actually trademark the name of his dance, he might have a case against Epic Games, but until then, he's just going to be grasping at straws like 2 Milli and Alfonso Ribeiro. We expect more of these lawsuits to come in the future, along with even more stalemates. And that's everyone suing Epic Games, and some people that they've sued themselves. Do you think any of these celebrities can actually win their lawsuit? Are there any that we may have missed? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more Fortnite content. Thanks for watching.